Do you guys know what time it is? I know what time it is. Let's preemptively shut off the music. I said, I know what time it is. I said, I know what time it is. You guys gotta say it with me here, okay? I know what time it is. See? You said it with me and it worked. Alright, here we go. Ornn commands the Forge. I just not even hitting play here. Even with Twitter's horrible pixelization of this, beautiful fucking card art here. Let me just say that much.
Name's Ornn. No further pleasantries needed.
Okay, just immediately showing off a card here. Forge, we already know about. Grant an ally +1/+1. If the ally is equipped, grant it to their item instead. 5 mana slow. Ornn's champion spell is Ornn's Bellows Breath. Forge an ally and deal 1 to all units. Do it again. Okay. What? Wasn't expecting the card text of literally just do it again. But here we are, I guess. Want to see me do it again? Yeah, this is goddamn. All right, that's a funny card.
Temper the steel, strengthen the metal.
Okay, fighting the Thrall's deck as you do. Although this is a weird Thrall's deck.
Somebody hold my beer.
Ornn's Forge. I'm not gonna.
You're welcome.
Time and dedication, Forge an ally. Okay, that's why it wasn't shown yesterday.
Right.
I'm not gonna try and like preemptively get all these new cards and just.
Will must be forged.
I'm just gonna wait until the end. Although we do see that Ornn is 7 mana.
Hold while I smith.
Fine, I'm here. Let's get on with it.
Are you not gonna show us what he does? Do I really have to go and okay, why do I have to manually see what Ornn does? That's annoying. Okay. Ornn is a 7 mana 4/4. Play equip me with an exact copy of an ally's equipment or the strongest equipment from hand. Attack forge me twice. Whoa. And he's got tough. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's also a really flexible level condition, too. Only needing an ally to strike for 10 plus damage. Ornn can actually be run pretty flexibly. That's not bad in the slightest. I enjoy that. I think that's cool. Man, okay. Interesting start. Interesting start. Just see how this keeps going.
I'm here. Let's get on with it. Stand on your own 2 feet, and nothing shall move you. Hammer never fails.
Alright, let's see this level condition.
Now this is what good looks like. You wanted the god of the forge, you got it.
That is a nice animation. Oh, that is a beautiful card art. Oh my god. Alright. Play equip me with an exact copy of an ally's equipment. Or the strongest equipment from hand. Same thing. Attack, forge me twice, then summon an attacking Spirit of the Ram with my stats. Okay, Ornn Ultimate is in the game. Let's see what it does. As soon as you finish leveling. That's really good card art. Alright, I know what my thumbnail for this video is going to be.
Here comes my molten friend.
Ephemeral Overwhelm with Ornn's stat line. That's pretty good. That's a pretty decent finisher.
In your name, I have rekindled the hearth blood.
Let the name die, boy. It means nothing anymore.
Damn. Poor Ornn.
Is undead.
Secrets hidden by frost.
If only your followers knew the truth, Ice Witch.
Oh, it hits both sides. How did I miss that? I don't know.
This is too much celebrating for my tastes.
This is too much celebrating for my tastes? Isn't there a story about you getting drunk? I'm sorry, Ash is in his level up art? Okay. Alright. I feel like I should talk about this first, shouldn't I? Before I, like, actually start dissecting it, let's just read the card again. Get everything clear. Ornn is a 7-mana 4/4 with Tough in the Freljord. Play, equip me with an exact copy of an ally's equipment, or the strongest equipment from hand. Attack, forge me twice. Level up, an ally has struck for 10 plus damage. So Ornn's level condition is not that hard to achieve. Very easy to level the same turn, yeah. Hell, he levels in hand, even. There's a chance you might be able to level him before you even drop him. Obviously, the main idea for Ornn is to have him himself being the one to strike for 10 plus damage, but the fact that he can level in hand regardless of anything, that's not bad. You can rush some 10 plus damage with some, like, combos and whatnot. Obviously, you need, like, some amount of equipment, but you can run Ornn in some certain decks. First impression, Ornn is very good. Ornn is very good. Is it 10 damage in one strike? Correct. You have to strike for 10 or more damage at once. You can't, like, do 5 and 5 across 2 strikes. It has to be one ally has struck for 10 damage in one swing. The one problem Ornn does run into a little bit is main deckable equipment right now is still fairly new. We don't have a lot of equipment you can put in your deck directly and equip onto units. Improvise exists as the primary way to get equipment right now, really. So you're kind of reliant on cards like Combat Chef in order to get you your equipment that you can use with Ornn. Combat Chef is also the only improvise you can run with Ornn directly. You can't run any other improvise cards. The rest of them are all Freljord, or the rest of them are not Freljord. And so for right now, Ornn, I think, is actually a little bit more stuck than most people realize. Because your only other options are main deckable equipment, and I think every region has one main deckable equipment right now. But the only other people who can, like, grab equipment besides that, Jax can generate equipment through improvising. Yi can get some equipment. At least Yi can tutor equipment with Mistfall. And Kayn just has an equipment baseline, you know? But everyone else is stuck with a very specific lack of equipment. Ornn is just too expensive and slow right now. I think it really depends on the defensive equipment you can get. Yeah, that's a big thing to think about. Ornn is very dependent on the equipment you can get, and equipment is not super easy to get right now. Ornn's a little stuck, but I don't think he's frozen. I think he can absolutely get out. He's not stuck in a parasitic archetype like Merc, where he has to play with Jax because no one else can get him enough weapons. He can break free, given enough time, but I think it's going to be a little bit until we get enough equipment for him to break free. Now, Ornn's level 2, the only thing that changes is he gets the Spirit of the Ram with his stats. And the Spirit of the Ram is Overwhelm Ephemeral, 4 mana, since that apparently matters, I guess. But the Overwhelm is the big thing that you want, right? Worst case, you're attacking with a 5/5 Overwhelm. Nope, sorry, 7/7 Overwhelm, because he forges twice. Not bad. You're also swinging with a 7/7 normally, and then there's just the Overwhelm effect in addition to that. So, effectively, a split 14-14, one of which is Overwhelm. Not bad. Duplicating Ornn's stats is just good. You want to get Ornn nice and beefy, and then swing bada bada. I don't know quite how flexible he'll be. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm hoping people find a way to break him out of Jax, because I think he's going to be very good if he gets free. It's just a matter of if, and probably eventually a question of when. Bellows Breath is a arguably better Avalanche. It does the Mega Inferno Bomb thing of dealing one and dealing it again, but at a much cheaper mana cost that people would all consider more balanced. And forging an ally. So, in total, you forge an ally twice and deal 2 to all units. Meaning, essentially, you choose one ally to make sure they survive the Bellows Breath, because it gives you +1/+1. So, really, you're just kind of giving that unit +2/+0, unless they've got Tough. Right? Tough is the big counter to this, and that's why Ornn has Tough. But if you don't have a Tough unit, then it's going to burn to a crisp. Ornn's Forge is a 3-mana landmark. When I'm summoned or round start, create a fleeting time and dedication in hand. Okay, so this is just once per round, forge an ally at focus speed. That's not bad. That helps you if you're playing an equipment deck. This is very good. Ornn's Forge is a solid card, right? If you're running equipment decks, then yeah, getting access to easy forging, very, very nice to have. If you're not running equipment, or you're running one of those decks that I'm talking about that don't have too many equipments to be able to run, this becomes a little iffy in those situations, but other than that, I think this is fine, right? It'll work well if you're trying to play Ornn the way Riot wants you to play Ornn, but if you're trying to get away from Jax, you might not run this. This might not be valuable enough to run. The final card of the day is Wrought Colossus, an 8-mana 8/8 with Overwhelm. The first time I'm equipped, create a copy of me in hand. Granted the equipment stats. Okay! We have our finisher. Or I guess our alternate win con, maybe. If you're able to get an equipment on this, then this becomes an interesting card, right? If you have 2 extra equipment that you're just kind of cycling through, passing off between different units, you can just keep equipping the Wrought Colossus every turn. And this is an infinite effect, by the way. I think this will grow over time, every time you put equipment on it. So the first time you play it, it's an 8-mana 8/8 Overwhelm. The second time you play it, it's something like an 8-mana 10/9. Third time you play it, it's something like an 8-mana 11/12 or something like that. That's how I think it's supposed to work. It is creating a copy of me. Which makes me think it's going to keep growing over time. If it doesn't, this is still a decent alternate win con finisher, right? This will still get you where you need to go. Ornn followers. I mean, wow. Ornn just looks really good. Honestly. Fantastic close to this expansion. I guess the patch notes are tomorrow. Probably not going to be a huge patch. Probably just going to be a cosmetic patch, but... yeah, wow, okay. Good shit, guys. This has been a really good expansion. This, I mean, we'll have to see how things play first, right? We can't just be like, oh, this is a fantastic expansion, and then suddenly it'll come out and we'll be like, oh, this is actually the worst balanced expansion we've ever seen before. We're going to have to wait till it sees play. Apparently, we're getting 5 more cards tomorrow, so maybe a last splash of variety to give us that last little push. This just seems fantastic. This expansion has been one of the highest quality so far, if not the highest quality. I don't think it's quite Rising Tide levels, but It's up there in terms of the best expansions we've ever gotten. Good job, Riot. Good job. Well done. Well done with this expansion.